Welcome to today's edition of Spotlight. I'm excited to come on your screens once again with a very beautiful woman, the founder of Talentsbrand and the co-founder of Business Innovation and Growth. Apart from that, she's also popularly referred to as Super Mompreneur. And I'm sure you're already thinking, what does super mompreneur means? Wait until we dig deeper into this conversation and you'll get to know more about her. And I can assure you that her story would really inspire you. So welcome on board, Mrs. Favor Onabajo. Forgive me, the Nigerians. I hope I pronounce it.
You've done very well. You've done very well. Thank you so much for giving me the privilege to come on your program to share my story. Thank you so much. Well appreciative, and also to use the moment to say well done to everything you're doing for the youth, for the ones who are looking to get married, who are looking to, they've gotten married, but they are going through that phase of the early years of their marriage, childbearing, all the events you organize. Well done. And I believe strongly the communities appreciate all your hard work.
Thank you.
And thank you again for giving me this opportunity to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. We can't wait to be inspired by you. So before we dig deeper, African food or English food, which one do you prefer?
I think I like my African food. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. I love my African food because they are authentic, they are fresh. You have option to make it what you want.
Okay.
You understand? It's not standardized. You can make it what you want. So I think I'll go for my African food.
Okay. That's nice to know. And you are also the best-selling author of the book Driving
Your Success. Yeah.
Be Your Own Life Architect.
Yeah.
So if you were to give you an opportunity to read an ebook or a hard copy, which one would you prefer?
I would do an ebook.
Okay. Why?
As much as I love to have a feel of things, because I'm more of a practical person, because of my schedules and how I try to manage my life generally, ebooks works easier for me, and I'm able to go through the book quicker and read many books as much as I can. I plan to read in a year.
Right.
So ebook would be my preference.
Okay. Nice to hear. Okay. So I hope you've relaxed. You are more relaxed now?
I think so.
You're ready?
I think so.
Okay. So I've introduced you a little bit. I'm sure people would want to hear more about what you have to say about who you are. So can you give us a little bit more of who you are?
Thank you. I'm a lady of many hats, mom. I'm a management accountant. I'm a business coach. I'm the last of my mom.
Okay.
And as you can imagine, African background, my dad had 3 wives, 11 children. So I'm the last of my mom. My mom had 6. And, so
is it 11 plus 6?
No.
Okay.
6 plus 5.
Right.
6 plus 4 plus 1.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So at some point, I looked around. I think from very, very little, I love beautiful things. I love things that are unique. I just love to be able to distinct myself.
Right.
So I looked around me, the things that I saw, my family, friends, neighbors, they weren't looking charming enough for me. I wanted something more, even at that little age.
Yeah.
And I was like, something is wrong. My name at birth wasn't Favor.
Okay, I see.
Interesting story, right?
Yeah.
So I went to my dad. I'm like, this name, I don't like it.
What was that name?
I'll tell you in a bit.
Okay.
So when I discovered that I needed to do more, I needed to achieve more, I thought, what will you do? Anytime I had opportunity to go to the city then, I like Lagos, I see like, ladies who work in the bank with a high heel, dressed nice, and I'm like, I want to be like these people. How do I get there? I started sketching. The only way I could get there is to go to the uni. There's nobody in my family that's ever been to the uni. And I'm like, how do I do that? So I was like, how do I do this? I was thinking, I started like, okay, let me pass all my exams, all the GC, we call it in Nigeria. Then each time I do this GC, I'll fail. I do it, I'll fail. I did like, maybe like 7 times. I kept failing. I'm like, something is wrong. I need to deep into this. I started thinking, and something just came to me, like, this is your name that they gave to me. So the name that was given to me by my parents was Iyabo. So if you are part of that part of West Africa, they have two. For female is Iyabo, and it means that somebody died in the family, maybe an uncle, an auntie, and then not too long that the person died, they give birth to another child. So they're like, that person came, like came back, reincarnation kind of thing. So that is the name for the girl is Iyabo. So I'm like, I don't like this name. And by the way, I was born from a Muslim background. My mom was a Christian, my dad was a Muslim, but they married together. They agreed it was okay for them. So I was like, you know what? And I went to meet with my dad. I'm like, you know what? This name that you gave me, how did you come about it? I think I was like 15, 16 then. And my dad was, oh, your grandmom died and she was a lovely person. And when she passed on, they gave back to you. And that name is natural. It's automatic. I said, you know what? I don't like this name. It's not working for me. I think it's stopping my progress in life. And my dad said, no, that's not possible. I say, I'm going to change it.
So, sorry to cut you. At that early age, how were you able to know that this name is stopping me from progressing? Is it just because of the experiences, or were you praying, or somebody told you something?
Very interesting. I think the first thing that happened was that, when you have in mind, you have a goal set that you want to achieve something, and it's not happening, you begin to think, isn't it? You begin to think about what could be the problem. You begin to look around you. Everything will be a suspect, isn't it? At that time, I wasn't really a strong Christian like that. But I mean, thank you for that question. After I spoke to my dad, a friend invited me to our church. Just follow a friend to church. And the pastor was preaching, and the pastor said, your name is who you are. I'm like, ooh, what a coincidence. And I went back to my dad. I said, you know what, Dad? I'm changing this name. I said, yeah, go and please yourself. And I did the research. What is the process? And I pleased myself. I went to the newspaper agents. They say I need to go to the law, swear an affidavit. I went through the process. I put it in the newspaper. I published it, and I went to my family. Hey, I got a new name. My name. So because I started going to that church,
was still at the age of 15.
It was going to 16.
Wow.
And I got a new name. My name is now Favor. Many of my family, they couldn't even pronounce the names. But I told them that, this has a legal implication. If anyone calls me the old name, you could get sued for it.
Wow.
This is the evidence.
Wow.
And
Are you listening? Are you hearing that, guys?
Yeah. And that is how I became Favor.
Wow.
And guess what?
Favor has always been following you.
I decided to do the exam again, the GCSE.
And you passed.
And I passed.
Oh my God.
And in the course I went to do in the university, banking and finance, I got admission. I graduated. And that identity is what I think has been manifesting in my head, in my thinking, in my approach, even in my business setup. And that is what I do in my business, helping people to find their unique identity. To be able to stand out from the crowd, be who they are meant to be, and still be able to add value, not trying to be somebody else, being who you are, authentic as you are, and still be you. And so I think, this is a good introduction,
I'm sure I'll be saying wow till the end of this show. This is very, very inspiring. Your name is your identity.
Yeah.
So, which name are you bearing? Who were you named after? Do you know the story behind that name? You need to find out, especially if you feel like your life is going up and down, nothing to show forth. You've got to go back and make some inquiries. Where did this name come from? So that maybe you will also one day be sitting on our show telling us how your new name has paved ways for you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for this inspiring story.
You're welcome.
You are Nigerian?
Yes.
And you've been in the UK for how long?
I arrived in UK in 2008, I think. Okay. Yeah, so that's how many years now?
About 16 years, 17?
16 years.
About 16 years. Yeah. Okay. What brought you to the UK?
Husband. Oh. My husband. Okay. I didn't want to come to the UK. Yeah. Honestly. So we got married, and a year into our marriage, it came on holiday, I think. Okay. I've always been coming to the UK because I had a business I was running in Nigeria.
Yeah, I read it all in this book.
Yeah. So I've been always come to the UK, and I never liked the life here. Okay. I thought, people's freedom to do what they really wish to do is limited. Right. I feel there could be, I have this philosophy that there's no absolutely a place that you cannot fulfill your potential. Yes. You can fulfill your potential anywhere at all. Yeah. Whether you're local, anywhere. So my husband came here on holiday and he's like, oh, I'm going back to that place. Hey, and I'm like, what for? He said, no, I'm going. So he went. I said, bye.
So he loved it.
Yeah, he loved it. And I said, bye. See you later. So he came. And, obviously, it was a bit of struggle for him at the very early stage. This is somebody who left a very solid career in Nigeria. Right. I was being paid well and all that. And he came here and I had to come to visit, to see him. Okay. And I'm like, I'm not ready. So our marriage was very fresh. Right. And everybody was like, you need to go and see your husband. You need to go. I said, no, I'm not ready to go through that stress. I'm sorry. When it's made, when it's clean, all the
then you come and enjoy it.
I said, no, I don't want to suffer. I don't. You go and do all the yard work, and clean clear the ground for us, for me. And that was what happened. So I came to join him, I think like 2 years later. Okay. And it wasn't a bed of roses, obviously. Yeah. You move into a new place, obviously it's always, you have to start from the scratch. And I did start from the scratch. And I had a business. I had 2 members of staff working for me. I had a retail business and also working for me. But I came here, I started working for businesses, like a retail assistant. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, from CEO to now finding a job. Yeah.
But I also, even at that, I would say that I was grateful even at then. And today I'm still grateful because even starting that job at the Tower of London then was, to me, it was a blessing.
Right.
Because so many people didn't even have such opportunity. Even starting that job, when I get on a job, I set goals for myself that I'm doing 3 years here or 4 years here, and this is what I want to achieve within that period. And so
set goals.
Yeah, so it's been from one level to another level, different experiences, and it's been great journey. It's been great experience.
Years after you are still here.
Yes, I'm still here. I'm still here. Now part of the system, understand the system better. And I can say, enjoying it now. Yeah.
This is nice to know. You just made a very important point. Setting
goals
even on the job.
Yeah.
So when you start a job as a young person, your aim shouldn't be, I'm here to die. You're not on that job to die. So you need to aim higher, tell yourself, I'm going to be here maybe for the first 2 years. After that, I'm going on a better position. Yeah. So keep graduating, even if you are at the company for 10 years. It shouldn't be the same role for 10 years. Make sure that you are progressing on the job. And that is how you become an effective single, an effective young person, and an effective married person with a life. Yes. So you see, you are inspiring us already.
Thank God for that.
Okay, so you had some expectations about the UK. You thought it was not going to be that rosy, and so it delayed you from following your husband immediately. But finally, you came. So your expectations then, and what you discovered now about the UK, what would you say was the difference?
I think expectation is, when you're going somewhere that you don't know, you haven't been, apart from when I was coming on holiday. When you're coming on holiday, you exchange your naira to pound sterling. You just come to enjoy and maybe buy some stuff to resell. It's a bit different than when you're living here, you're paying rent. So first, I didn't know what to expect per se.
Right.
And right from when we got married from Nigeria, I've drawn like a plan for myself and my husband. I will take this aspect of the bill, you take this aspect of the bill, pay the direct debit into the bank. So when I got here, it wasn't much of a difference. I just know that, okay, this is another level. This bills is different. And like, let's restart again, let's refresh. Which one will you do? So I didn't know what to expect in terms of even career-wise. For instance, I've never really worked for somebody before when I was in Nigeria. So I didn't even know what to expect. And I got here and said, I need to do something. I need to make money. How? And they're like, you need to apply for a job. I said, how? And they're like, you need to get a CV and send it out.
I've never written one before.
I said, what is CV? Curriculum writing. How? How do I do that? And my husband like, there's some, the government, not even recruitment agency, like the local community center where they help you to get a job. So I went there, and you know what? This is funny. The lady, my husband used to volunteer there before he got his job, and the lady said, "Oh, his wife. Your husband helps here. He helps to help people to see me. He can help you." I said, "Don't worry about my husband. I'm here for you. Just tell me what to do." And he told me what to do. I did research. Then there was no time of laptop. You have to go out to business center and all that. So I started learning how to do my CV, how to apply for job. But God was so merciful to me. I got a job, proper job within 2 months.
Wow.
I got the Tower of London job. And also in terms of expectations, I was like, I could save a lot of money. I could start building businesses. I started trying all sorts of businesses. It's a bit different from where I was coming from. You can dig your hands in so many things and do it together. You can't do that here. Especially if you're working, if you're doing like 8 hours, that 8 hours is 8 hours of that job. And you get out of it, you're tired. So it's completely new game for me. And I didn't get that because I'm highly energetic. I just want to do things. So I started trying so many businesses. They all crumbled. It didn't work. It didn't work, until much later, years where I now discover a few things. But my expectation was like, I don't know. What do I expect? What do I do? Let's see what the life bring and deal with it as it go. So I think it's more around, let's see what life brings. So as we see new things happen, we now replan, we adjust, and see this is the way things are here. Yeah.
So did you ever in your mind, especially when you were in Nigeria, think that UK is very easy to make money? Or it's very easy to succeed in UK?
I never thought so, actually. Because, when I used to come on holiday, I used to, I'm not sure if I should say this. I used to see the Africans in here as poor people.
Right.
I used to feel that they are wretched.
Right.
And that was why I was afraid when my husband was coming here.
What made you feel that?
Because obviously now I get it.
Yeah.
That it's not that they are poor. It's just that the resources is not there. You have to work out. Unlike where we're coming from, African is very loose. You can do like 3, 10 businesses together. You can be at work and somebody call you, can you supply something?
Yeah.
And then you go without even having a registered business. So I was like, no, that place, no. And you see people living in like the first house that I lived. In fact, I had to tell my husband that before I arrive, we need a room that we can both sleep together and in a house.
Yeah.
So we lived in a house, shared house, for like a year or 2 years.
Right.
And to me,
it's not a nice thing.
To me, that was poverty level for me. Well, why should
Especially from where you came from.
Yeah, from where I was coming from.
Exposure
that I have had,
you've had,
Yeah. So to me, that is high level of poverty.
Right.
Sharing toilet, sharing bathroom, sharing kitchen with people that I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, maybe other nations, other nationalities or background, maybe they have it better. But I was the opinion that our community didn't have that luxury. But obviously now I get it.
Right.
Because it's very tough.
Yeah.
In this part of the world.
Yeah.
Everything is structured, everything is managed, everything is controlled.
Yeah.
And you pay a lot of tax, I'm not sure how many we did back home. So yeah, it's a bit different. It's a bit different.
Definitely.
Yeah, but now I get it. You are not poor, guys.
Yeah.
You're struggling, you're working so hard.
Yeah.
It's just that, there's a saying, how do they say it in, let me see if I can translate it in English. They say you are trying, but the water you have excessive water than the powder. When you want to make pounded yam or something, you now have too much water, you don't have enough powder to make it.
So if it comes to watering, you can't eat it.
Yeah. So that is
so even if you can eat it, it now becomes porridge.
Rather than pounded yam.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow. Interesting. So now, do you love UK?
Yeah.
What do you like about the UK now?
Yeah, I think I do. Though I still miss my home country. Yeah. I miss those, lousiness sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think one thing I like here, I'm a person of structure.
Right.
I like,
so the structure works for you.
Plan my things, arrange my things, predictable. I like that. Being able to predict things, I love that. Right. I think that's the one thing that I think I really enjoy most.
Okay.
Where you can predict, you can say, I'm going to get at work at 8, and that's it. You plan yourself, you get to work at 8. So I think I like that. You can tell that, if you put a plan down next year, you can still use that plan following year. Things are predictable because they are controlled.
Right.
I think that's what I enjoy most.
Okay. All right. So if, for instance, we've got a wide audience, some are watching from Africa, and as we all know, those of us from Africa, we loved the idea of UK, or even in the Western world. We want to come to the Western world because we feel like there are better things there than in Africa.
Yeah.
So if anybody is watching right now and they want to relocate to the UK, what advice would you give to them?
Well, first of all, it's a good thing to wanting to explore, to wanting to move away from where you're being and try a new place. But if you're looking to move away from Africa to this part of the world, I think the first thing is to explore what are you currently doing. What is your purpose of wanting to come?
Yeah.
If the purpose is to come and make money, I would suggest that look at it again to see how are you currently making money wherever you are.
Right.
And if you're coming to make money here, how are you planning to make that money to double up what you're making where you are? Is it possible? Is there a chance to be possible? Or do you just need a tweak where you are to even make double or triple of what you're making where you are?
Yeah.
But if, however, your purpose of wanting to come is something else, say maybe career-wise, to gain knowledge. Obviously, you can gain knowledge anywhere. Now, you don't have to be physical to gain knowledge. So you need to explore why your purpose is very, very important. Because if you don't, map out the purpose of why you're doing something, it's like just going out without knowing where you're going. And the second thing is that if you must come, weigh your option. Weigh your option. Know that you are capable. You have finance to fund yourself at least the first 1 year. You have 6 months. And my aunt who brought me up, she used to say something that if you cannot survive in a place like Nigeria, if you're struggling financially, career-wise, you cannot survive anywhere in the world. Because you will see that, let's say where we come from, West Africa and all that, you can stay 6 months without working and you'll be fine.
Because somebody can give you.
You have neighbors, you have uncle, you have this, you have that. You have houses to sleep. You can sleep in neighbor's house. You can sleep in uncle's house. But if you're here 6 months without a job, you're finished. There's no way.
It will be difficult.
It will be difficult. Landlord will kick you out of the house. And if you're probably having like a student visa and all that, when you don't have recourse for public fund, how do you survive? So you can't be on benefits. So those are the things that they need to consider. Whether am I ready for this? Is this something I want to go through? So really, if you struggle currently where you are in Africa, financially, career-wise, you need to ask yourself, why am I currently struggling in that place? Because there are more opportunities there than here. This place is stable. You can predict what you want to do, but it doesn't have a lot of opportunities for us like that. For the children that are born here, maybe, it's different. But for us that are like immigrants, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. But we're in our land of birth, we have more opportunities there. So, I hope I answered that question fairly.
You have. Thank you so much. So, if you must surely relocate, then make sure that you're weighing your options, you have the finances, and you know your why. So that will determine how you're going to survive and make it in this new place. So thank you very much for inspiring us with your life experience in the UK.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me once again. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been amazing speaking to your people. And thank you.
Thank you. So we're moving on to the next session, which is more to do with the marriage stuff. I know from reading your book that you are the first graduate in your family. Apart from that, you are also the first person, if not the only person, to have a Christian wedding or a church wedding. Or let's say a white wedding. So when you were single, what was your ideal marriage?
Wow, that's interesting. I'm going to be real.
Okay.
I don't like to sugarcoat things. And,
I'm happy with that.
and I hope you don't mind. I think one of the things that made me to get married is actually, I wouldn't say it's pressure.
Okay.
I would say I just want to get people off my back.
Right.
I was talking with a sister and I said, I'm very, very selfish. I think about myself first.
Right.
And so when I finished the uni, I started having my business. My ideal world is I like comfort.
Right.
So I wanted a situation that even if I'm going to get married, I want to be comfortable in my marriage.
Right.
Before I start bringing up children, I want to be able to give them what they really need.
Right.
When you think about it, there are so many things we need to give to our children when we have them, apart from time, good education and everything. It all boils down to money. If we are honest. Because even time, if you have money,
you can make a lot of time.
You can quit your job, leave your job and stay with your children full time. Give them that time, give them all the support, emotional support and everything that they need. So I didn't want a situation where I will be in a marriage and I'm struggling to have all these things. So I wanted I wanted to get to a period when at least I'm like 70% there before I get married.
Right.
So marriage wasn't my priority.
Right.
But obviously, you know where we came from.
Yes.
Once you reach age 26, 27, the pressure everywhere. And as at that time, I was schooling. As from my story, I didn't share that part of my story because of the delay I had in getting to the university while I was trying, and eventually I got in there. And as you rightly say, yeah, I became the first graduate in my family. And so it's like I started late.
Right.
So I was working while schooling.
Okay.
I was, when I say working, I had my business.
Yeah.
I had a freelance job that I did as well, making some money, cool money there. So all those things were going on. I wanted them to be established, and before I got married. So with this pressure, I met my husband. He was like, "I'm ready," and I'm like, "Are you sure?"
And you had money?
How much do you have in your account? And do you have a house?
Okay.
You have a flat? And you have a car? I have a car. Yes. Do you have one? I don't have. But don't worry. Future is very bright. So I told my sister, obviously, my sister, is like more like her mom. And my sister said, yes, future is bright. Bring him. So I took my husband, this one has this future. Look at it.
But you didn't even know which future was.
The way he speak. I said, I cannot see that. I need to see it. I need evidence. Yes. I was watching a movie yesterday and said, the daughter brought a boyfriend and say, do you have this? I need a proof. Do you have that? I need a proof. So that was what I did. I need a proof. And then my sister is very, very intelligent. He said, you know what? Don't think like that. Help him work together to get what you want. He doesn't have a house now. He's now got a job. Start collecting money every month. Save money to get the house, to get that, everything you think you will need before you can get married. Because I said, I must have certain things before I get married. I can't struggle.
Yeah, sorry to cut you. The point you made is very important. I get opportunity to counsel singles and sometimes married people who are young couples like me. So one advice that I gave to someone was that I noticed that one of our young couples, she has this thing that she wanted to see in her marriage, and she was not seeing it. So she felt like she's in the wrong place. And I was saying to her, everything you need in that marriage, you can still have it. You just need extra patience to be able to work along with this person to get it. Because sometimes, especially in the first year of the marriage, you're thinking, this is not my ideal marriage. The reality kicks in and you realize that he doesn't even have money like the way I thought. He dresses very nice, but he's broke, and you didn't know this maybe when you were just courting or, So it's very important that you brought this thing up, because many people, they get the shock of the first year. The reality is when they set in, they feel they are at the wrong place. But actually, whatever you want to see in that marriage, if you give it time and if you work along with your partner, you can still get it eventually. You'll get it. It might take some time, but
you can. It's about working, creating the marriage that you want, basically. And I think it's all along what I did. So eventually, we worked out everything I needed, started setting in, and we got married. And I would say the ideal marriage for me, I was expecting a marriage that we're so close, touchy marriage,
kissing every time.
Kissing every time, holding hands, and
it looks like your love language is physical touch.
Yes, it is.
I've just diagnosed
it. It is, one of my daughters too has that. And I didn't realize, I didn't even know what is love language until just recently.
Right.
Yeah. So I was expecting that. This guy go to work, come back tired, sleep. Hey! The reality setting. I say, so is this a marriage? So why am I here? Is it not to enjoy one another and all that? He's tired. Only Saturday we see each other.
Wow.
And Saturday, I have to go on my baby. It was 9 to 5. I do Monday to Saturday because I had to go, go for my business too. So Saturday I've gone for my business, and so it's like, and now I say, what, I have to just adjust. Yeah. So it's just now adjusting to the reality and say, this is what, how can we work out what will work for us, due to our circumstances. And the thing is that the reality will set in.
Yeah.
It's not what you see during courtship and engagement that you see when you get married. When you now get married, the reality set in.
Yeah.
And that caught up with me. I was attending that closeness and all that. And I was also expecting, okay, in the next 6 months, there should be a pregnancy.
Yes. You've been giving it a long time. There are couples watching me right now, singles watching me right now. Their plan is that on their wedding night, they must get pregnant. And I don't know if you've watched some of my videos. It's one of the things I talk about a lot. That don't get pregnant on your wedding night. And in fact, if you can, don't get pregnant the same year. Okay, but I know it's an African, it's probably an African thing.
Culture.
Or it's a cultural thing that most people, especially Africa, we have that thing. It's inside us somehow.
It's a cultural thing.
I'm surprised that you even said 6 months. I think you gave me such a long time. Most people today, I must get pregnant on that wedding, the honeymoon.
I think it's because I like fun. I like to have fun. And I know that once you're pregnant,
there will be no more
fun. There won't be much fun again.
Yeah.
I was expecting that, the first 6 months, then once I'm pregnant, and I wouldn't even think about, whether he's available, he's tired or not. I'll be busy with the pregnancy and then the child, and then, 6 months gone past and that didn't happen. Another 6 months, then a year, and and we start counting years.
Oh my God.
And no sign of pregnancy. I just now, after a few years, I just readjust my brain that I think this is the way it's going to be. So just get busy with life.
Yeah.
And I think the truth is that I got enough things to keep me busy.
Right.
And I think that is very, very important.
So how many years did you have to wait?
7 years.
7 years. 7 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
7 years. Yeah.
I mean, if you've never prayed for the fruit of the womb, if you've never had to wait, you may think 7 years is, trust me.
Yeah.
7 years is a long time for a woman.
Yeah.
Even 1 year for those who want to do it quickly and they didn't.
Yeah, especially if you're from that part of the world that we came from.
Yeah.
The pressure, the questions, people, you go to a party, people looking at your belly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we tried for 7 years before we had our first son. Yeah.
Wow. I know many people are watching us who may be in that situation right now, or some have even waited for 20 years plus and it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So it's a very sensitive topic. And I just pray that by the end of this session, you would inspire them as well with some tips on how to handle this process. So most of the time, when after the first 2 years, especially in the UK, the NHS advice. So the NHS, those of you who are not in the UK, the NHS is a National Health Service. So that's the health system that we have in the UK. And their advice is that you will only be considered as having issues with fertility after 2 years of trying and of trying to have a child. And you have to be having consistent sex for about at least 3 times a week. That's what they mean by their consistent sex, about 3 times a week. Before, if it doesn't work after 2 years, then you are considered as having a medical condition or you have childbirth issues. So in your case, when you waited for 6 months, the first 2 years passed, did it come to you that maybe you had a medical condition, or was it a spiritual thing? Or
that's a very good question. I think so. We got married in Nigeria, and as I said, I think my husband moved here like a year and a half when we got married. So we've been obviously being in that part of the world, we've been, considering that we're having delay already.
Yeah.
By that 1 year, and obviously me being a woman, I've been like, what do I need to do? Let me check myself, go for scan, da 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 da. And you're very correct. As at that time, I did a scan and I found that I had fibroids.
Okay.
So that I had all these little fibroids. I had about 5, I think. I still have them.
Okay.
So I knew I had that. I knew that fibroids wouldn't stop me from getting pregnant.
Yeah.
So, but that's mental torture. I don't know if I should call it torture. That every month,
when you see your period,
you're looking before the period even comes. I feel pregnant every month. I don't know if this happens to every woman that has waited.
Right.
I will feel pregnant every month.
Right.
That there was a period I was having to do scan nearly every month. I'll feel okay. Oh, my breast is feeling me.
Yeah.
I'm feeling nauseating.
Yeah.
I'll go to scan. There's nothing there. It's just my periods.
Yeah.
Seriously. So I went through that phase before my husband left. We tried to like check, and I can't remember. My husband hasn't got to a stage of him testing himself before he relocated.
Yeah.
But on my own, I was taking some herbs, like some herbs that could help you with a fibroid. I was taking all that. Then when we moved to the UK, I'm going to tell you one interesting story. I'm a storyteller.
We are loving it.
So we started, as you rightly said, everything you said about NHS, how they see it is very correct. So when we got there, they're like, you got married a year, your husband moved here, you've not been together, we can't see you. Right. You don't have a problem.
Right.
So one day I was, I don't know if it was in the news or newspaper. So I saw this hospital in Chelsea. I was trying to remember their names. And they put an advert there that, bring your eggs, we'll do an IVF for you for free. I'm like, oh, seriously? So I showed my husband. I said, look, they say she can donate your eggs. They will do IVF, free IVF. My husband, no. I said, what's your problem? Is it your egg? Is it not my egg they are collecting?
He owns the egg now because you are now part of his life. You belong to him.
Oh, please. I'm like, we are saving you money. I'm saving you money. Or I'm saving us money. And he's like, no, I don't think so. Did it? I said, well, let me go and ask for it. Let's go and see what they have to offer. So we went there. I'm telling you this because I think a year down the line, no, not a year, I met a doctor who said something and that correlates with this. And I think probably this will help some people that are watching this, that many a time we worry for nothing.
Yeah.
And most of the delays that we have is as a result of worriness.
Yeah. The stress.
Yeah, it's as a result of worriness and anxiousness. So I then went to this hospital. They told us the procedure, when we're going to do yours for you, you're going to use your own egg, your husband's sperm, and things like that. And whatever, if you take like 8 eggs, we take 4 of them. We keep our own first. We select the best. If you still have best, you can use it for yours. If you don't, we take you through another cycle. I said, that's fine by me. By this time, my husband knew that he didn't have a choice. So he agreed. We started the process. So we started this process. It now got to a point where they now need to put me on a cycle where they will do the process of embryo and all that. So they're like, they need to check when my last period was so that they can tell me when to start the medication. And I'm like, oh, come to think of it, I can't remember because my mind is already that I'm going to do this thing anyway. So I wasn't thinking about period anymore, So they're like, we need to know when your last period was. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, you know what? Let's do a quick test for you.
And then they found out you were pregnant.
I was pregnant.
Oh my God.
I was 7 weeks pregnant.
Oh my God.
Well, I lost the pregnancy a week after.
Right.
So where I'm going, no, it's okay. Now we have grown up children. Yeah. So where I'm going, I think later on I met a doctor at my work and I shared the story. Yeah. And he said, Favor, you know what? He's a medical doctor. He said, I don't believe in infertility. Yeah. He said, most of the time, people have this delay because they worry a lot.
A lot, yeah.
And they think about it and that reminds me of the trauma when I was in Nigeria, because obviously I had my own business. I have more time in my hand, thinking about every month go to the toilet to check whether there's no blood, go to do all those scan, so there was no need. And the doctor said, do you know why you got pregnant? I said, no. He said, because you're taking your mind off infertility. You were ready, your mind was set
Ready to go
to
and
do
do
IVF.
IVF,
And it happened naturally. So which means you don't have fertility problem. Your husband doesn't. And I think I believe in that philosophy. And so we went through that. That happened, and I think 7 years after,
Later.
we have our first one. And this happened at the period where I didn't think about it. I became busy myself. I dragged myself into so many businesses at that time to take my mind off it. And I also adjust my brain that, you know what? I think it's not the right time for me. I think God knew that if He gives me a child, I'm not ready, I'm not mature enough.
Very busy as well.
So I just tweak my head. And that is when the miracle happens.
Wow.
And we had our first one, Emmanuel. So when we had Emmanuel, Emmanuel felt he was lonely.
They always feel like that.
I want a brother, I want a sibling. And I'm like, oh, we are happy with you. You're just enough. And I'm like, God, can you help again, please? But I didn't know God was listening because it took another 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
We have to wait for another 4 years. But seriously, I was happy that, at least we have won.
Actually, now thinking about it, when I look at Emmanuel and the twins, I can see the gap. Yeah, it now makes sense. But I've never thought about it that way, that there will be that huge gap.
There is. It's 4 years after we had the twins.
Wow.
And when I had the twin, I never knew I was pregnant, even with Emmanuel. But I think my body, once I'm pregnant, I become unwell.
Right.
But with the twins, it's very funny because I actually went on holiday. I went with one of my colleagues, a Polish lady. We climbed the mountain, climbed down one, and God, just became unwell. And I found out I was pregnant. And they're like, this one, you're so sick. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
And they did a scan. He said 2. I said, oh my goodness. 2? Who's going to have them? No, I'm not ready for 2. No. I know. I'm like, no, I can't handle 2. It's just too much. It's going to drive me nuts. I can't. God. My career, my everything. No. Do you know what? I did this for like...
Somebody who has waited for 7 years.
I know.
I'm sure in that 7 years you were crying on God, all kinds of things. Yeah. And now He's giving you, and you are like, who's gonna carry them?
Every time I see anybody on the road,
God hears a lot of
things. Know. So I'm like, people like, oh, you're pregnant. Oh my God. I said, do you know what I'm having? I'm having 2. Do you know that? 2. They're like, oh my goodness. I said, what's goodness about it?
I would be so happy if I had twins.
So after like 4 months, I'm like, God, I'm sorry.
So you used to cry on the road?
I nearly gone bunker.
Oh
like,
my
how can
God.
I manage 2 children at a time? What for? I only asked for 1. So I had to like go to God on my knee and say, God, have mercy on me. I'm so sorry. I was so stupid. So
oh God, have mercy.
Yeah, so I think it's sometimes it's our mind how we. It's easy for me to stay here and say that, but during that period, I just got to a point like I need to move on with my life, whether child or no child. There are people who don't have children; they still live well. It's about me, what kind of life I want to live, what legacy. I don't need to have a child to leave legacy, and God decided to do it, and so it's
very interesting story.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome stuff. I'm sure you have been inspired already. She's been inspiring us right from the beginning, and it's not stopping. So keep watching because more is coming.
Oh.
During the time that you were trusting God for the fruit of the womb, where was your biggest pressure coming from?
That's a very, very good question. Probably, I position myself.
Okay.
I position myself for any pressure in terms of where people could be coming from. More pressure was probably coming from my family.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Because most of the time we would assume that it will come from the man's family.
Well, maybe it was, but my husband didn't discuss it with me. I don't know.
Okay.
But my husband's family never mentioned anything about that.
Right.
But it's more around my family, but my family, not my immediate family, like extended aunties, uncles, and at a point, I just positioned myself. I say, I say, Uncle, thank you so much. We've had a test and we are all okay.
Right.
Even though I knew we weren't okay. I said, but we agreed, myself and my husband, that we want to wait a bit.
Yeah.
So it's not as if we are trying.
Yeah.
So I thought, what could I do to get this off my back?
Your back, yeah.
So I just had to cook that story and tell them. And really, it's not just cooking the story. I position my own head like that. We're not ready. That's why it's not happening. So they stopped, pressuring.
Right.
But obviously, as a human being, you will think about it.
Yeah.
When you go to parties, people who attended your wedding, maybe some of your friends you attended their wedding, they now have kids, and you think about it. You're conscious of it. So I had that consciousness, but I never really allowed it to like suppress me. I've seen uncles and to say, come, I know one pastor. If I take you to that pastor, I'm like, oh, thank you, auntie, I'll come. When do you want me to come next week? They never saw me. I don't argue with them. I wouldn't argue because that would then stretch. I know one. Okay.
At least you had them suggesting pastors.
Yes.
Some will say
no. They suggest something else too.
They did.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
They suggested something else too. I'm like, oh okay, no worries. I will come, ma. I will come. Do you want me to bring my other? I know only you come. I said no problem. I will come. But they never saw me because I know that what they're going to tell me. They're going to tell me stories I don't want to hear.
Yeah. And even probably complicate your issues as well.
Yeah. So those things were there. I think it's just how we are able to manage it and think about you first.
Yeah.
I think about myself because really, why do you care if I have a child? Seriously.
Yeah.
Why
help me with that?
Why would my aunt care if I have a child? Does he want to pay their school fees?
Yeah.
Is he going to look after them if I go to the market or something?
Exactly, yeah.
So why do they really care?
Yeah.
So really, I care about me. If I have this child now, it's my responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the child come, I know how I have that responsibility. If the child has not come, I know okay, I have to wait. Yeah, spend my time on something else. So I think it's about us thinking about, this pressure that is coming. Why is it coming? What is the benefit of those people giving us that pressure? What did they benefit from it?
Yeah.
When you look at it, they don't have any benefit. Why are they putting pressure on you?
Yeah.
It's that they don't know they are doing you harm.
Yeah.
Or probably they are being used by the devil.
Yeah.
Without them knowing.
Yeah.
So it's us who need to
advise ourselves.
See, whether we want to accept this or not.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this story. It's a very sensitive one. And I'm sure that for any woman or even man who is listening to this, they will draw some strength and some tips, how to handle this stage of their life. So thank you once again.
Welcome. Thank you for having me too to share my story.
Thank you. Many times when people are trusting God for the fruit of the womb, there are suggestions that are brought to them, like the way you said, go here, do this, don't do that. And some probably have not been as strong as you to be able to say no or to be able to find a way to nicely push those pressures away. Was there anything that you would say that perhaps you did during those times that you had a lot of pressure that you regret now?
That is a very, very great question and very interesting. And I think I still regret it till tomorrow. And one of the things I think I regretted more would have been, and I think this really has nothing to do with whether you're waiting for a child or not.
Okay.
So as a young couple, when you get married or as a young person, it's good to have like long-term plan for ourselves.
Right.
How do I want my journey to look like, my career journey, my health journey, every aspect of your life, and start anything you're doing, you're building it around that long-term plan. So when I moved to the UK with my husband, obviously working, there are so many other things I was doing. But one thing I regretted that I could have done was to complete my ACCA exam. So I'm in the accounting world, and for you to qualify like a chartered accountant, you have these exams called that you have to do. And if during the period that I didn't have a child, it means I had more time to be able to do things. But it didn't occur to me, and it could be that I wasn't in the company of the right people that could advise me. So, and why I'm sharing this is that many a times we are waiting for something. We allow that waiting to take us away from every other thing. So every other thing is suffering just because of one single thing. And that one single thing, it might be that it's ordained that it's going to happen in the next 7 years, just like mine. So we just delay other things, hold them back. So as much, and I tell you this, the best moments of my life, really. I mean, I'm still having a nice time now with my kids. We laugh together, we play together, jump on each other. But those periods, I cannot get them back when it was much quieter. I had more time. I had time to study. Now I'm trying to do the exams. Now it's very, very hard for me to be able to complete the exam. I started, I'll do it halfway. Okay, it's the time. My son is preparing for 11 plus. I need to prepare my son. Let me put my exams on the side. This I could have finished in 3-4 years when I didn't have a child. So I think my heart, my advice is that while you're waiting, especially when your marriage is young, before you start having children, think about, you want to do master, do it now. You want to start building a business, start now. Don't wait maybe when I have children, so that I can plan around my children. No. Start now. The moment is now. There's no best time to start anything. It's now. So that's one thing I could tell you that I regretted.
And it's very, very important. An important point for our singles and couples to really think deep about it. Because one of the things that I've talked about a lot is about how you wait. So you can wait effectively and you can wait ineffectively. And waiting effectively means that you are active whilst waiting. So you don't put anything on hold because I'm looking for this particular thing, and until that particular thing comes,
you're very correct.
Nothing else is happening. No. So I'm happy that you brought this point up because it's in line with the things that I teach our singles and couples.
I like the way you put it, waiting effectively and ineffectively. So which means you're waiting, but there's a saying, I really wish I can translate this thing. There's a saying in Yoruba that Taban Sukwamariron, which means when you are crying, you should also be singing. Even though you're crying, you have tears all over your eyes, you should be singing.
Singing.
Sing. Yeah. At the same time you are crying, but you should also sing your environment. Seeing what is happening around you. Don't just cry and you can't see. And somebody carry cutlass. So powerful. Which means while you're waiting, you're doing something. And I think, I don't know what I mentioned it earlier on. That effectiveness of it is that you're doing something, and it also takes your mind off that waiting.
So that you'll not be stressed.
And you're achieving more while you're waiting, while you're learning new things. So it's very, very important, very key, very key.
And just to add to what you said, children they take a lot away from us when you have kids. I mean, your life will never be the same again.
Never.
Once you have a child.
Never.
Even one child. Your life has completely changed.
Yeah.
You know, I was saying to my husband that it is now that we have children that I feel like I'm a thief in my own house. Because when these kids are sleeping, I have to be tiptoeing, hiding. You know, we're trying to get it on. And my daughter woke up. They were sleeping, so we thought, oh, let's quickly do something. And before they wake up, and my daughter woke up, and we have to be like hiding. I'm hiding in my own house.
I know.
You know, so these are some of the things that you will not appreciate now that you are waiting. You may think, I just want that child. But when that child comes, your life will completely change.
Transform.
Sex will never be the same again. Your body will never be the same again, especially if you are a woman. You know, my daughter will jump on me. And I had 2 cesarean sessions. So I still have the mark and the pain. And sometimes when she jumps on me, I feel the pain. And I had to show her the scars. I said, come and see. I showed the scars. She was looking. I said, you see, it's very painful. So don't jump on me. And that's it. My body has changed. I never had that scar. You know, so never think that this season is so gloomy to the extent that you are not enjoying it. You are not enjoying other aspects of your life. Make sure that you're enjoying your husband, enjoy your wife. You know, have time, use this time. And I know it's very difficult because sex, when you are waiting for it, that's another section we're going to go into. When you are waiting for the fruit of the womb, sex is probably not going to be as exciting as you want it to be because your mind is like, oh, that sperm must enter. That sperm must enter. So because of that, you probably will not even enjoy the sex that much. But it's understandable. Just make sure that other aspects of your life, that's the point you're trying to make, that other aspects of your life should not suffer because you're waiting for the fruit of the womb.
Absolutely.
So have a life. Have a life.
And Sister Peace, can I just also add, you know, maybe it's just me, you know, when you look at it, marriage is not about the children. It's about you and the person that you found, that you cherish, that you think you want to live your life together with. So I think getting married, at least spend the first 1-2 years to enjoy yourself, learn each other, understand each other, plan your life together before children set in. As you rightly said, the moment children set in, they could turn your plan around. But when you understand each other, the pressure will be reduced. Because you can tell that my partner wasn't like this. I think since the children came, something has changed because you've spent that time together to learn each other. So I think we should have it as a marriage plan that I want to enjoy my partner for at least a year or two before we start thinking about children. So I thought I should just drop that there as well.
And sometimes I think what also makes people to not wait is probably because of their age, especially the women. So when somebody is in their 30s, they are thinking biological clock. And I've always said this in my teachings that biological clock, have you seen it before?
Oh.
Have you seen it before? Do you know how it works? Science will come up with whatever is coming up with and teaching us this, but there was God before science.
It's mind,
and you don't know who controls that biological clock. Is it you or science? So we have to come to that place whereby we see the marriage itself as the most important thing, and then all the other blessings that comes out with the marriage is just additional. It's a bonus. And we are not in any way belittling your desire to have kids. Of course. We pray that every man that is desiring for it, you would have it. But we are saying that at this point where it has delayed, don't let it consume you. Okay, you can still have a life.
Absolutely.
And when the children comes, you look back to those years and appreciate the time. And if it doesn't come, life still continues.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely.
So thank you once again for sharing, because this is a very sensitive topic,
Yeah.
and it's not easy for people to come out and
Yeah.
share.
Yeah.
That is where we are lacking, and that's why I really want these interviews, hearing people's stories to inspire
Other people.
inspire our singles and couples, because many people don't share their stories. So when you find yourself in a similar position, you think it's just you.
Yeah.
You don't realize that, no, this is actually
a lot of people going through similar things.
Yeah.
And sharing stories inspires others, and they know that they are not alone in the journey.
Yeah.
And
they can pick some points, some advice,
that they can adopt,
to help them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me as singles and married.
That's single and married with a life.
With a life. Wow, I love that. Single and married with a life. So you still have your own life. Yes, absolutely. I love that. I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much. So we're gonna look at this other stuff. So you waited for 7 years, and now you're a mother of twins.
I know
you've never decided to have twins, because it made you to cry for some time. But how does it feel like to be a mother of twins?
Very exciting. Obviously, at the very beginning, I felt overwhelmed, because and I think it's probably because of my nature, because I like to be present for my kids, to be present in anything I'm doing, to be kind of, let me use the word commitments.
Right.
So one of my values, commitment. When I want to do something, I do it with all heart. Right. So there was that fear of, how will you cope with one? One is just perfect. So I had that fear at the initial stage. But now I feel so graceful. I'm just grateful to God. I'm just grateful to God that, me that was waiting, now have twins, beautiful daughters. It's just, I know it's by His grace, it's not something that I feel I deserve. I have that honor, people call me Mama Twins. They even forgot Emmanuel. And I've always loved girls, to have girls. When I was pregnant of Emmanuel, I knew it was a boy. I would still go to shop. I would go to girls' session.
Oh my God.
And I would be like looking, oh, sorry, it's the boy I'm having. And I have to, and I'm like, how am I going to dress this boy? Oh, this boy. But, eventually when I had Emmanuel, I got used to having, got used to boy. And then the girls came, it's so fun to be with them. I feel good. And people often ask me that, how do you do it? You have young kids, do 9 to 5, have a business, have these kids. How do you manage? And your kids, we see them everywhere, events and all that. And I think one thing for me, as you could see from my story, I have key values that are very important. Anything I'm doing, they must come out. I must work in alignment with my core values. And with my kids, I get them involved in everything I do.
Maybe that's why you are referred to as a super mompreneur.
Yeah, I guess, because they know everything. They know about this interview. They have idea of everything. We choose the clothes, the dresses together and things like that. So I get them involved. This is what mom does. So when you see me on the phone, I'm calling, I'm speaking to a client, this is what it means. When I'm doing workshop, this is what it means. So they have idea, we talk together, we do family planning, we set family goals and stuff like that. So they are part of the journey. So which means, one, and this is one of the things I see, some parents they feel, what's the right English? They feel guilt.
Right.
Some parents, especially mothers, they feel guilt that they are taking time for themselves. They are doing things that they enjoy, probably the children, and I don't see why you should feel guilt if, for instance, whatever you're doing is part of your family goal. Your children are aware of it. There shouldn't be any guilt. Right. So I enjoy everything. So I enjoy everything I do. knowing that my children are part of it.
Yeah.
And I give them their own time as well. And we plan, we have set plans of the rules in the house, what we want to do, how we want to achieve it. We do it together. I set time for each of the child that have time with every week that I speak with them, have a chat. Have a chat with individual.
Wow.
Their emotion especially.
Yeah.
How are you feeling every week?
Wow.
I have with them. And I started with Emmanuel. And it was with Emmanuel that I found out that boys are the one that is most emotional.
Yeah.
I used to think it's girls. I found out that boys need more attention.
Yeah.
And they need more time with their parents. And it got to a point where maybe I get
good tips for
I get busy in the week. By this time, Emmanuel was like, I was having some issues at school with him. He was very, very proactive. Just like me, I can't sit down. After a while, I'm tired. If I come to your house, you're going to be thinking, is she okay? I will have gone to your kitchen without realizing and start cleaning. I can't stay still.
Please come to my house because I don't like cleaning the kitchen.
So Emmanuel is very proactive, and sometimes they could think that it's something that maybe ADHD. I don't mind. I'm even thinking maybe I have ADHD brain. Because my brain is like thinking, working. So with that, I'm like, I need to do something with this boy. Let's do some personal development thing. And we will sit down, we'll plan, what is your challenges? What are you having trouble with? And he tells me, well, at school, this, at that one day, my sister this, my dad this. I said, wow, interesting. How can we beat the bridge? What do we need to do? Maybe if you do this, I'll write them down. It's like I'm coaching an adult. I put everything in a note. I say, okay, this is what we discussed today. This is what you say the problem is, and you say this is what is causing the problem. And you think if we do this, we'll achieve this. So this is what you need to do to achieve where you want to be. And me on my part, those other people that you complain about, let's assume they are not going to change anyway.
So we have to be the
one to change. I give that time. So they have their own portion of my time. The biggest portion is me. So having twins, I try to create that I still have my life. And I'm still able to do my business, and they're still able to enjoy me as their mom as well. But I think the most important thing is that, a lady who has tried for like 7 years, have twins, have 3 kids, and we're all happy together. I think to me, that is the most amazing thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It is. I was trying to find, because I used the ebook. So I was trying to find a point that you made in the book about the fact that you don't like spare time. You don't like, you feel like, no, I don't want too much spare time. I must always be doing
something. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
So
I know. That
it's interesting.
It is. I think that was the way I was brought up. My auntie who brought me up, I lost my mom at the age of 4, I think. So my auntie is an action lady, and our words, they are still sticking out in my head today.
So how do you find time to rest?
To rest?
Yeah.
I do.
You do rest?
Oh.
With all the mompreneurs.
I love myself. Maybe by now you'll have seen, I told you that I'm very selfish. I rest. And again, see, I think it's around planning.
Yeah.
So when I tell people my kids go to bed at 7:30, they're like, how do you do it?
How do you do that? Yeah.
Even Emmanuel, only until I think last year or so, I started leaving Emmanuel till 8:30 and 9. So that he can
now 12
study.
Years, right?
He's 13.
13, yeah.
So that to give him time to study and all, and then obviously the hours he needs, the sleeping hours he needs has reduced. So, but the girls 7:30 they're in bed.
Wow.
So and when let's assume Emmanuel is not, my husband is an early sleeper. I am not. So I spend that time for myself.
Wow.
And I used to struggle to rest. I haven't said that. I used to struggle to rest because my head is like, I need to do this, I need to do that. But lately I've learned that That resting is very, very important.
Yes.
And the new structure I have to do early to bed, early to rise.
Right.
That helps a lot. Go to bed like 9:30, wake up 4:30. So when you see, we kind of go to bed together, and I wake up before them, do my own thing before they wake up. So I still have that quality time with them before they go to school. When they come back, when I'm working from home, we still have that time together. So yeah, so I do that time to rest, and I also take time off as well. I go on a break alone.
Right.
Some parents find it strange. I say, well, this is me. It's me who's doing all the hard work. They are not.
Like your me time.
They are not doing the hard work. I'm doing the hard work for them. So I need to look after me. So that I can look after them. Exactly. So I go. Sometimes I go on a break with friends, colleague from work, with no children, with no husband.
Wow.
I just want to be in my own world.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna come to that point where I'll
no, not now.
Not a few. No, I've actually done a few. Where I went away for three days.
3 days.
My son at that time was 2 months. Yeah, and I left him with.
I'm not that bold.
With dad and a less than 2-year-old. Well,
no, I'm not that
2-year-old.
No, you're super bold. Yeah. I'm not that brave.
I've done that.
Woo, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You are confident.
And also it's because I was not breastfeeding. Because sometimes mothers who are breastfeeding might feel like they need to be there. If not, you know how the breast will start filling up and it start paining you and all of that. Yeah. Because they were on formula, it was easier for me to do that. And my husband was also very supportive. So we don't have a nanny.
It's good. He definitely. If any woman can do that, that's the best thing you can ever do for yourself. Yeah. Especially when it's become tensed. I just get bored easily. It's when you were asking me about marriage, I'm like, honestly, I just get bored easily. So after like seeing the children, especially when they were younger, I just want a break. I just want a break from that. So by the time I come back, maybe even if it's 3 days, I feel different. I see them in another light. So, and I got my energy back. I feel, any mom should do that. Yeah.
It's true. Because my daughter, for instance, she's always singing.
Oh.
She's always singing. Either she's singing happy birthday to you. Something funny happened. We were doing a praise and worship at home. And we're trying to sing a lot of songs and dance. And we got stuck of which song to sing next. And I said, JL, what song would you like to sing? The ABC song.
Yeah, why not?
Sometimes I'm praying.
That's how we are
singing ABC. Oh. I was leading prayer meeting with our singles and couples on Zoom. And we're intense. We're praying intense. And my daughter started singing ABC.
Oh, bless her. Bless her.
I almost start laughing. So sometimes I look at all of that, the noises here, there. Like you are praying, there's noise. You are here, there's noise. Like, just get away. Just get away.
Absolutely. Yeah. And when you go on family holiday, it's not. Sometimes it's not holiday.
Yeah, it's not. No, because you are still.
Yeah, especially when you have young kids.
Yeah.
Sometimes true. It's not holiday, so you need proper holiday for the family one. Yeah, we can go and make all the normal noise, but in another city. Yeah. But sometimes you now need something for yourself. Yeah,
it's very important. Yeah. I think this is a point that no parent, especially the young parent, please don't joke with it. It's good for even your mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
So please try this. I'm going to try my best. Maybe every 3 months at least.
Yeah.
I'll just do a me time.
Yeah.
Just leave the kids. They will be fine. They won't die.
They won't die. They will be fine. They will be fine. Yeah. They'll be fine. And especially if you have a supporting husband that you can trust. Yeah. In my own case, I didn't have the kind of boldness that you have. I don't think I have it. I can draw some energy from you in that area.
Thank God, it's so good. So what would you say are the advantages or disadvantages of having twins?
Wow, that's interesting. Advantages. I don't know whether there's any advantage of having a twin or having a single child. But obviously, as the Oyinbos will say, the buy one get one two free or something. Buy one get one free, a double blessing.
Yeah.
I think apart from that, you still end up doing the same thing. It's just that you still end up doing two things. It's just that you're doing it nearly at the same time.
Right.
If you see what I mean, because my twins, they have two personalities.
Right.
One have me, the other one has dad.
Okay.
So when they were younger, we could force things on them. We could buy the same clothes for them and all that. It's changing now.
It changes.
Now you can see, they have different friends. So for instance, I said I meet with them on a weekly basis. I can't meet with two of them together. I don't do it. They have different. I told you one of my girls is a touchy one. The other one is a material, physical thing. So you see, different languages.
That's a language, yeah.
Different languages that we need to speak to one of them. So I still need to talk to them the same hour of time, but just that I'm doing it almost at the same time.
Right.
So in terms of, I don't know, it's a blessing to have twins, but it also depends on individual capability.
Yeah, because it can be hard work.
Yeah, it can be hard work as well. Some people don't have that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Some people get drained easily. So if you are the type that get drained easily, you better don't pray for twins.
You remember I used to say that I want us to have triplets.
Yes.
And my husband wanted twins.
Yeah.
And now when we had one, the girl alone is full on. To get her ready. Even now the boy is also beginning to behave like that. To get them ready, they will be running around, rolling around. It's too much work.
It's a lot.
It's too much work.
So if I go shopping and I'm looking at a dress, like, oh, this is so pretty, and I'm like, somebody just say, you are buying to remember. I say, oh, okay. Next time. So these are the thing.
Yeah.
And now, I want to like sit them down, maybe to teach them on their own work or something. And they too have different capability.
Right.
So sometimes I want to teach them together, but it's become messy.
Yeah.
Because one is better than the other. One is already know it. And the other one is feeling like champion. And the one that doesn't know it is trying to play up.
Yeah.
To show the second one that me too, I know it. We're actually the same way. So I have to like create separate time.
Yeah.
So I would have preferred to have one focus on one.
Yeah.
But obviously you have to.
It's
you
a
have
whole
twins.
grace.
Yeah, it's a grace.
You need
Yes.
As a mother of twins, or triplet, or even more.
It's a grace.
It's a grace.
It's not. You can't just do it with your own energy.
Yeah.
It's grace because you're doing one work twice.
Yes.
You can't use how did they say Paul to rob Peter? Or how did they say it? You can't do that.
Yeah.
You just have to. They are individual people. Even if they are they look alike.
Yeah. Identical.
If they're identical, you still have to treat them as an individual person.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of hard work.
Right.
Yeah, but with grace, as you rightly say, we can do all things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Amen. So grace to all the mothers and fathers who have twins and triplets. We envy you, but please enjoy for now.
It's hard work.
Okay, so we thank God for the grace He's given to you.
Amen. Thank God
to be
for
able
that.
to raise your kids.
Thank God for that.
The amount of time that you spend with them as well, and being able to do everything that you do. We are very proud of you, and we know that our singles and couples cannot fold their arms and sit down doing nothing after listening to your story. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you.
Okay, so Mrs. Favor Onabajo.
Yes.
I hope I'm getting his name correct too.
Yes, you are trying your best.
We've come to one of the most important part of your life, which is what you do for a living, or even how you help people to become their authentic self. And so I'd like you to tell us more about your business. How did you come about Talentsbrand?
Thank you for that question. So Talentsbrand is all about helping people to identify who they are, their genius zone, what is important to them, their expertise, and how they can transform this into a business or a brand they can own. So it's not just about helping them to build a business, but helping them to build business they can identify with, that they can project, which means what they are doing is literally is like saying, this is me, this is my life, this is you can see their authentic self in what they do. So that is what Talentsbrand does. And that idea came from, as I said, how I found my own identity. After I relocated to the UK, I tried so many businesses that didn't work. It wasn't as if they failed. I wasn't making money. I was making money, but I didn't find fulfillment. And fulfillment, it should be at the core of everything we do, whether in career or business or even marriage, anything. Fulfillment is very, very important. So if you're not fulfilled in whatever you're doing, something is wrong. The foundation is wrong. And that is why with Talentsbrand, we look at it from that foundational level. So we've seen people where they just want to do a business. I mean, my hands up.
You used to think that way.
Yeah, I used to. I've gone through that. Not think. I've gone through that when they say, "Oh, body magic is." I don't know if you know about the term of body magic. Gosh, I jumped into it and you know me. I bought stock. If I still have some of them in my house now, I didn't have a clue, no vision, no mission. It's just business to earn extra money. There's also a period of Mary Kay and all those kind of multi-level and other kind of businesses. People just jump on it. But we are saying, don't jump on businesses. Do create something from who you are. Which also not just creates money for you in the end, but it also leads you to living a fulfilled life.
It makes you happy.
So that you can fulfill your potentials, because we all have potentials to fulfill in this world. And there are so many ways we can do that. Just like what you're doing with a swap. It's part of it. You're using your story to inspire others, to liberate others, to help others. That is what we are talking about, and that is what Talentsbrand do basically. But we do not just help you to establish that. We also teach you how to project yourself. How do you position yourself as an expert in that field? Because many a times we don't have that confidence. We doubt ourselves, probably because of our background. You're like, oh no, I've seen many people like, what's your ideal word of business? And they name the ideal word of business where they want to be. And I said, okay, what's stopping you? It's not for me. That one, it's for you both. Seriously? Says who? And I've supported many people like that, where they don't even have a clue of what they want to do. They just know that they've had enough of their job. And by the time they share their story, I'm like, what about this? Look at it this way. They're like, I don't think so. I say, yeah, you can. Let's start. I will set up the creation, business development and all that. They are branding and they get started. Within 3 months, they establish their business. They're like, wow, I never thought this is possible. And that is the word that we have, the possibility that we have within us that we don't know. So that's what we help our clients to bring to life.
Wow. So for instance, if you love to cook, if cooking is your thing, turn it into a business.
Basically, yes. That is ideally. But there are so many things you need to think about. If, for instance, I'm talking to you as a client, so you love cooking. I always say something. It's like, so the Talentsbrand is about transforming your talent into brand. So linking it to what you said about, say, if you love cooking. So if you love cooking and you're thinking, this is the only thing I know. So we're going to look at it from the point of, okay, that's fine, fair enough. That's the only thing you know how to do. That is your passion. Okay, who is going to buy it? Because when you look at it, many things that we enjoy now is as a result of problems. So you drove down here to this venue today. How many years back? 100 years back, you could have ridden a bicycle. So somebody felt, a group of people felt, we must be able to create something that just use petrol or something.
Yeah.
See? So that is the way we should think.
Yeah.
So it's not just about business. And what I found, I'm not sure if this is universal, but our community, we think more around our benefits. I want to create a business, I want to sell that, I want to sell this one, I want to make money.
Yeah,
we are more conscious of the income that is coming.
Which is not entirely wrong in itself.
It is not entirely wrong, because at the end of the day, you want to live a better life.
Yes.
But don't you ever make money a foundation of starting a business.
Right.
If you do, the business is going to close down in the next 6 months.
Right.
I can assure you that.
Because you're going to struggle along the way. And
so value should be the first thing.
Right.
Value should be the first thing.
Okay.
Well, what value am I bringing to people?
Right.
And once you think about value, that value must have social benefits.
Okay.
So what do I mean by social benefits? Obviously, and it doesn't really matter what part of the world you're watching.
Yeah.
If any business you're doing does not have social value, you need to think about it twice.
Right.
So what is social value? Social value is something that the community can benefit from.
Okay.
So now come back to an example of somebody who loves cooking.
Yeah.
So the first thing is that, okay, I love cooking. That is what you love. It does not mean I want your cooking.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're in my audience, it does not mean I want your kind of food.
Right.
So you need to identify a problem. Even though you love cooking.
Yeah. What kind of food?
Problems comes with food?
Okay.
The kind of food that you cook. Let's assume that your focus is African food.
Yeah.
What kind of challenges come with African food? When you look at it broad, quickly, you can tell it's carbohydrate food, make us fat, unhealthy, few bits.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
Okay.
Now, the next question is, does he have social benefits? How can you drive at, how can you find out if he has social benefits? For this particular example, yes, he does have social benefits, because if you see the amount of money that NHS spend on obese people, heal diabetes and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you start doing something that the community can see that this will benefit us. Yes. That is another pick. The next pick is, who is going to buy this? Who will be interested?
Target audience.
Your target audience.
Right.
And then how do you promote it? How do you communicate to this audience? Yeah. That is messaging, strategic messaging and storytelling. And you probably notice that I love to share story now. And this is one of the strategies that I use in helping people to promote their business as well. Right. I had a lady that came to me. She shared, it's not even her story, it's her auntie's story, who has 2 kids with a learning disability, but she's so passionate, she's so much love the sister, and feel for the sister, how she's coping and all that. I said, that's a brilliant business module. Right. So we converted that into a business. Wow. And she started a campaign helping people who are living like that. And she created a supported living accommodation to help parents who want to go on holiday. They can't go because they have these children or they need time out. Some people have aged parents. And so it's all about storytelling, connecting to people, to your right audience. So basically, we help them to identify their gender zone, their identity, convert into a brand that they can personally be confident about it. And also teach them how to communicate their brand to the world, to accept it, so that they connect to their direct audience and they can sell confidently. Wow.
I told you from the beginning of this interview that I probably will be saying wow to the end. And I'm still saying it. This is awesome. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Regarding Talentsbrand, I see a lot that you do online. On Facebook, I see your conferences. You travel to different nations to host programs and so forth. When did you start Talentsbrand?
Thank you for that. So, Talentsbrand was launched in 2018,
Okay.
actually. Yeah, it was in
So that's
2018.
about 6 years.
6 years,
Yeah,
yeah.
5 years and counting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like 6
Wow.
years now. Yeah.
Right. So within that short period, you've been able to build a brand.
Yeah.
How did you do
True.
that?
Well, that's a very good question, and I think it wasn't a bed of roses, as you could tell. There's this analysis that out of how many businesses that registered, even in the UK alone, and how many of them closed down after 3 years.
Right.
And I think the first thing for me is consistency. And when you're starting a business, of course, you have that target by next month, next year, you start making money. But I say that in the first 2 years, if you break even, you are lucky.
Right.
It means you're very consistent, you invested in it, and then you could break even in 2 years.
Right.
So the ideal time that you start seeing results will be around the 3rd year.
Okay.
And I think that was what happened to me as well. And for the first time I struggled. For the first year I struggled. I was like, what? Is this what to expect? Ooh, I'm spending the money, paying for hotel, doing hosting workshop, bringing people in, nobody will come and stuff like that, no client, no one-to-one client. But I didn't stop. I continue to invest, I continue to research, I continue to invest in training and mastermind, empowering myself, and that consistency is very important. And also personal development should be an ongoing thing for you if you're thinking of running a business, because things are changing. The needs of your customers are changing every day, and it means that if their needs is changing, it means you need to restructure your model that you're using in your business. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. They will leave you and go to to your competitors. So it's very important. So what I've noticed that this is really funny. Most of my clients, I'm a Nigerian, most of my clients are not from my country.
Right.
And again, this is where you think about, okay.
Yeah, because I would assume that because you are from Nigeria, you probably would have more clients from
I don't attract a lot of Nigerians. I mean, and it could be that, there's another that if you put something in the book, and an African man, they will never find it. I think we are not wired to search for knowledge. We don't think investing in knowledge is very powerful, and it's all we need to grow in life, whether business, career, anything. Investing in knowledge, and investing in knowledge may mean so many things. It may mean getting a coach, a mentor, paying for training. We need to do that.
And most of the time, we don't want to make any deposits in terms of financially into the business, because and I'm guilty in that aspect, because there are things that I want to do. I started a coaching services as well, that I wanted to really develop it. And I'm looking at the amount of money that will be spent, and I'm looking at what I have, and I'm like, oh my God. So sometimes that can be what is limiting us.
Thank you for saying that. This is what I've heard so many times. People say, I'm going to invest in the business when the business started making money. And I'm like, logically, how does that work? You want to reap when you have not planted. It's not possible. And one thing I recently learned, because I used to think I'm silly, the kind of money I pour into my business, sometimes I don't tell my husband. Because my husband is the opposite of me. I'm a risk taker. He's the other side. Even though I'm an accountant. But I just look at things through. I focus on the benefits. I put my money there, put my energy and everything. But so I hear people like, oh yeah, the money will the business will make money. One thing I learned recently that makes me feel that I'm not stupid after all. You see the people in this part of the world where they want to do business. I worked in an organization, and that exposed me to this. I'm like, no wonder they flourish. Any business they want to do, they call it family business, but they flourish. You know why? So if this person, the people I'm talking about, they want to do a business, water business and all that, they will write a business plan.
Yeah.
What does it take to build a water business? They will write a business plan, they do budgets.
Yeah.
How much will it cost? Plastic, stuff. They will do the plan the way they want the business to be. Not starting, we say start small.
Yeah.
They will start big. The vision they will envisage. They will write the plan down, the financial planning, paying the director, paying marketing manager, paying down. They will do the budget.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So obviously, we've talked about the foundation of finding a business, social benefits and all that. So that this vision I have, this is what I want to achieve. They take it to the bank.
Wow. Then
and say, I want a loan.
Wow.
And the bank review your problem, the solution you want to give, your business plan and everything. When they see value in it, there are startups loans that are everywhere.
Yeah.
Even the street banks.
This is good for me to hear. Actually.
Yeah. So the high street banks, they have startup loans that they give. They just look at your vision and everything. I worked with a lady. She didn't expect this same lady that I shared that she wanted to start a supported accommodation, living accommodation. Yeah. She didn't have the accommodation money, but based on the financial business development plan that we went through, she got a loan in the bank. So you go to them, take your business plan to them to get a loan, so that you don't struggle. Yeah. You're not using your salary to fund the business. When you do that, you will struggle. Yeah. Business, everything. So if you plant a seed and you're supposed to water it 2 times, 3 times a week, and because you're funding with from your pocket, you only water it once a week, it will die eventually. Yeah. Everything the business needs marketing, a lot of money into advertisements and all that. You don't have it. The business cannot sustain. Yeah. Whereas you have a competitor who has the money. How can you survive? Yeah. You can't. Yeah. So having that confidence to build a vision to life, do the normal thing, business development process, business planning, and you have all those things, and say, let me see if I can get funded. Especially if it's something that you're really passionate about and you believe in it, go for it. Right. And these are some of the things that you help your clients to be able to do with their business. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, I think it's around people you want to try start a business. Yeah. You need to invest. Yeah. You need to invest before you can start seeing the results in the business. So it's very, very important. You can't eat your cake and still have it. No. Sometimes we want the results quickly. Yes. Many of us, we want to see the income without investing in it. It's not possible. Yeah. It's not pyramids that promise bring £10 and get £20. It doesn't work like that. Yeah. You need to put your hard work, your time and money. Yeah. Whereby, in my own case, for instance, because I had my hands full, I have to get team to help me out. Right. Pay my team. Obviously, the business will pay for it in the end. Yeah. So that investment is very key. Wow. To bring that dream to life and make it to continue to grow. Yes, very powerful. So if you're a young person trying to start up your business, or even if you are married, or whatever stage of life you are, it's not too late to start up your business. Just get in touch with Talentsbrand and you'll be sorted. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for the word of confidence. Thank you. Okay, so apart from what you do in Talentsbrand, you are also a best-selling author of this beautiful book, Driving Your Success. Nobody's going to drive it for you. I know. You have to be your own life. Yeah, architect. Yeah. So, can you tell us more about this book? What do you want us to know? Even just before we start opening the pages and reading, what would you like us to know in brief? I think, as you rightly said, the book is about empowering people that no matter your circumstances, no matter your position, no matter your condition, no matter where you're born, no matter where you reside, you have what it takes to be successful in life. Right. The unfortunate thing is, with this book, you are the only one that can make that happen. Right. Nobody else. Wow. You are the only person who can stop you. Yes.
Powerful.
Nobody, no matter even whether you have rich parents, poor parents, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
You have the key
Yeah.
to your success.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've not stopped saying wow. I don't know at what point I will stop.
At some point, maybe.
Yeah, this is so inspiring. You are your life architect. It's like, you know, that it sinks deep into my spirit. It's like I cannot wait for somebody to make me. I have to make myself with the grace of God, with the help of God.
Yeah.
You know, with a little push here and there, you can make it work for yourself.
Absolutely.
You know, many times when we are growing up, especially those of us who are coming from less privileged backgrounds, it's very easy for us to look at what happened in the past, what my father didn't do, what my mother didn't do, what this person did to me, and how that stopped me from getting this and that and that. So we can be doing the blame
games,
yes, and not realizing that actually there should come a point where those blames should stop, and I take charge of my life, my destiny, to make something out of it. And that is what your book is about.
Yes, that's what the book is about. Thank you for redefining it again. That's beautiful.
Because I've done my best to read. I use the ebook, but I'm going to. This copy
going to the paper
is mine, and I'm going to pay for it, and I'll make sure I chew it and I'm going to eat the book. Literally, I'm going to eat it. So this book really sits in very well with what we do in Single and Married with a Life, because we want you to have a life that you are proud to own, not a life that somebody owns and you want to pitch. You know, there comes a time where obviously we have to help each other. You can be in somebody's vision and still be making some form of impact, but it's not like there's nothing like you yourself, you know, having that life, you know, that this is me, this is my unique identity, you know, this is what I can
responsibility
offer. Yes. You know, and having that life that you look back on after how many years of living your singleness, you look back and like, I was single for 10 years. I'm proud of what I did. You know,
absolutely.
You know, because many people, they get married and they look back to singleness and they start regretting. So this book is really going to empower you to really follow, and there's so many practical steps in this book. Very, very mind transforming things in this book that really will really challenge your mindset and let you know that I can do it. I can do it. I can make this work. I can make this happen. And that is why I'm so happy to have you on this show, because this is really going to help our singles and our young people to really do something for themselves. And in a few years' time, they'll be probably sitting on this show.
Sharing their story as well.
Inspiring others.
Absolutely.
As well.
That's what we want.
You are a very busy mom. You are a super mompreneur, as we've known from your previous discussion. You do all the things that you do with your kids. You do all the things that you do to help your clients. You are still writing books, and I'm sure this is not just going to be your first book. Another book is probably going to come up very soon. How what are the practical tips you will give to singles or even mothers like you who want to start up a business, or they want to write a book, or they want to do something, but they are struggling because they feel they don't have the ability to do it?
That is a very good question, and I think it's also a common question to me that I hear all the time. How do you do it? How do you manage your time? How do you juggle everything together? And I think probably I've repeated this word often enough. It's about alignment. And it's about who you want to become, what you want to achieve. Whereby we don't have a life goal, we don't set goals for ourselves. Nothing drives us when we don't have a why, a defined why, a purpose. Nothing drives us. We just wake up. I mean, I know people, if you're like, what are you doing tomorrow? No, I don't have any plan. I know what I'm doing in the next 2-3 months.
Right.
Step by step. So when we don't have purpose, we don't, have that goals, life drives us.
Yeah, we abuse the time also.
Yeah, life just takes us wherever we find ourselves.
That blows.
Do you understand? Yeah. So that is the first thing for me.
Right.
And I think it's very, very important for us to get to that point where we ask ourselves that question.
Yeah.
That, is this all? I was speaking to a former colleague who is actually a pastor, and he was sharing with me when he got to the point where he had to make a decision, and he said, it's like, I've never heard that word before. He said, he asked himself, God, is this all? I'm doing your work. I'm planted in this place. I'm an accountant. Is that all?
Yeah, there should be more to me.
He said he wanted to hear from God if that is all. If God has said that is all, he will have just stay at. He said, God, say no.
Wow.
That is not all. So first, we need to identify our life purpose.
Yeah.
What is your life purpose?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Are you just here to get married, have children, have a car, have a 3-bedroom house, and that's it?
Grow old
and die? Is that why you're here? And I know many people struggles with this answer.
Yeah, and this book has
the answer. And also, I think in Genesis, I'm not a pastor, but I put it in this book. I found the answer there. That you're here. He said, go forth. Be fruitful. But many people take that fruitfulness for childbearing. Be fruitful means you should produce to your community, to this generation. You should add value. When you now produce, you say you multiply. How can you multiply if you're only doing your 9 to 5? You cannot. And if you have not multiplied, it means you've not reached your potential. In order for you to live your own potential, you should get to a point where you are multiplying. How do you multiply? The talent, the gift, the expertise that you have, you can multiply it by reproducing it. You get to a point where you're helping others. You're recruiting people. You're helping others. You're empowering others. So once you now multiply, you increase. Definitely, you now say go forth. You now say, what's the last one? Because you now get noticed. There's a way it says it in the Bible. That's when people now accept you. Now make an impact, that people are now listening to you because you've made an impact. When people hear you, you've touched a part of their life. That is a completeness of fulfillment. So if you've not been able to answer that question while you're in this place, start from there. That is number one. That's where I got to, and I have to ask myself that question. And I know that I got a lot to do. And if I got a lot to do, I need to plan, because I have 3 children. In fact, 4 with my husband.
Husband, when you watch this video, leave a comment.
Leave a comment whether you are not our children. I don't know how long that will be for, so you now have to plan. What do I want to do? How do I achieve this, my fulfillment, my purpose? And so I do a lot of planning in my house, and
it's very evident in the way you wrote the book.
So every 3 months we'll review our goals. We did one in first week in April. So we review, the goal we set in December, where are we now? All the kids, we're marking it. And this year I inspired them. Obviously, don't think I didn't win. So I did like whoever win, I set like 100 pounds every quarter. Whoever win, we get 25 pounds.
Wow.
And one of the twins won.
And that's a lot of money for a child. So this child kept up with her everything she said she wants to achieve, both life, personal life, at home, school and everything, not just school. So this child kept with it. So if you don't have such plan, there's no how you can achieve. So planning is the next thing. Once you know what you want to achieve, then set out how you're going to, a roadmap, how you're going to get there. And once you've done that again,
progressively checking yourself, see how you're doing, how you're progressing. And another thing that you cannot do without is help. Nobody is an island.
Exactly.
Nobody is an island. And you know, I've never really got any help from my families.
Most of the time.
So
it's not gonna come.
Let's not limit ourselves to our community alone. Go all out. Get help wherever that help is available.
Very powerful.
Get help wherever it is available. And let's show our vulnerability. This is what I find that many of us, our community, we shy away from. We want to prove that we are perfect, we know everything. And it shows that we don't. Let's show the vulnerability side of us. And it's also include a partnership. You can partner with somebody who has been doing something in your area, in your line, work with them, learn from them, you know, tell them how you admire them, and go with them, learn from them. And I think these are the key things that has been helping me to cope along. And I don't know if I've deviated from my question.
No, you're answering the question.
So seeking help. And you know, with mothers, we do so much. We do so much. Don't you think? I used to think I can do everything. I have energy. I will make my girls hair. I will do that one, do the cleaning. And especially when the girls came, I thought, you know, you're just going to kill yourself. And I'm so organized, even cleaning the house, And what in my book I also talked about time management and valuing your time. So you got to a point as a mom, you want to value your time. So I told you I'd make my girls' hair. Of course, it's good for bonding, but at the end of the day, we end up fighting. When I'm making their hair, they are upset. Now they don't even want me to make their hair. They want me to pay because when I pay, maybe it's fine now, it's better. It's better. Do you understand? But now, when look at it, so I take my child to make the hair for them. For two of them, it takes me a whole day. Let's say 6 hours. If I take them to an hairdresser to make it for them, the hairdresser will do it 2 hours or 3 hours for three of them. Even if I'm there with them, I got my laptop, I'm doing my own thing. I paid her maybe like £30. I spent 6 hours. So if I'm to multiply that by my hour rate, that is thousands that I bumped. So anything I'm doing now, I think I calculate my time, transform it into money. So we women, we need to learn to think about this, because when I see many women, you know, we're on the phone most of the time, and I'm not saying I'm on the phone. Everything. I go on the phone. Everything is on the phone. My bank account, everything. You understand? So we have to be on the phone. But you know, when you see me, I'm on the call with somebody. You see that is business or official. I just want to ask questions and find something. But I can't be on the phone talking to somebody on the phone for like 1 hour, 30 minutes. What are we going to be talking about? What is it bringing? So now I'm thinking, okay, I've been on the phone with you for 30 minutes.
What did I get?
Times my hourly rate. Gosh, no, I'm not doing this. So we need to get to that point where we value our time. Evaluate your time. What does your 1 hour worth? And once you do that, consistency. You know, there's anything that is good doesn't come easy. We need to put a lot of effort. We need to be consistent, you know.
I think that's the one of the parts that a lot of people, including me, we struggle with, the consistency bit. It's hard, especially when you have children. I tell you, it's very hard. It's very hard. And that is where helping comes in, seeking help. That's where it comes. Sometimes your seeking help means that you're paying. You're using your money to buy your time. It might mean that. Because that consistency is key. Because for you to get results, we need to be consistent, you know, as well. And also, life is a journey. It goes on and on. So there's no end to success. You know, there's no end to it. There's no amount of money you're making in your business, you can say, hey, I'm not an island. No, so it's a progressive thing. So which means things will be changing. You keep moving on, you keep learning new things, you keep, you know, so that consistency and not giving up, you know, drawing energy from people who do similar things.
that wouldn't drain your energy.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's from outsiders.
Yeah, it's true.
You wouldn't get that energy from your own house.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Many of us, we are waiting. So because of that, we are busy and say, it's not encouraging me.
Yeah.
Even sometimes your husband might
Yeah.
not be your advocate.
Yeah. Not everybody get that.
Yeah. Even sometimes your husband cannot be your advocate.
Yeah.
You need somebody outside. But first, advocate for yourself.
Yeah. Be your own life.
Be your own cheerleader.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things I do here. Just celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Just empower yourself, encourage yourself.
Yeah.
Don't wait for anybody. The moment you start putting your happiness, your empowerment in somebody else's hand, you kind of miss it.
You're losing it.
Because you might not get.
Yeah. Wow. We've been so inspired. And I'm sure people can't wait to get in touch with you. Yeah, I'm very sure. They are just in a hurry. How can I get hold of her? How can I get hold of her?
I would love to hear their story.
Yes.
And see how we can transform that.
Yes, into their own brand.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how should we get in touch with you if you want to? For anybody who is watching right now and is so eager, it's like, I've got this business plan, I don't know how to work it out. I'm losing my identity right now. I need somebody to really help me.
That is very straightforward, really, because in the world of internet and everything, if you type Favor Onabanjo on Google, boom, you will find us. Just type Talentsbrand on Google, it will come up. Favor Onabanjo on Google, it will come up. So, and there you'll find a form where you can reach out to us or contact us, or you can go through my
Single
beautiful lady.
Yeah. You can contact Sweet Lady. And I'll lead you. Okay. Very powerful. Very powerful.
Thank you.
I don't think we will forget this too soon. For every single or couple that have heard you today, I'm sure tonight as they go to bed, they will keep hearing your voice. Be your own life architect. Drive your own success. That vision. Turn it into your own brand. You can make it happen.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for sharing your life journey with us, right from your journey from Nigeria through to your early years in the UK, trusting God for the fruit of the womb, having your twins and everything you do, starting your business, juggling everything together and coming up with this wonderful book to really inspire us. We are very, very grateful. We thank God for blessing our generation with your presence, and we thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We've learned so much. I've personally learned so much from you.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to contact you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We've got a little gift for you. Just to say a big thank you for gracing us with your presence, not just with your beauty, but with your intellect. Because beauty with brains is better than beauty without brains. So we are grateful that we had both of that. We've enjoyed your smiles. I'm sure many people had a lot of smiles on whilst listening to you and saying wow, 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 and we've been so blessed. So
thank
this
you
is just
so
to say
much.
thank you.
Thank you, definitely.
So
I will come back again and again and again and again. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much for the gift, and I hope beautiful. Thank you so much, Mrs. Peace Amewowo. I hope I pronounced it well as well. Thank you so much, and I truly appreciate what you're doing, because I think things like this were the things we missed. When we were growing up. Things like these are the things we miss, and sometimes you just need a single word. I know many of us, we like Christian background, we go to church, but sometimes we hear the word from the altar, we can't even make sense of it. It makes a lot of difference. There's something about sharing story, sharing your own story and getting personal with people, where people can reach out to you directly. You're doing live, people can type comments. It feels different. It makes whole lot of difference. And well done for allowing yourself to be used. Because come to think about it, you have little kids, you have work, when you're still doing this, doing all night praying, consultation, taking them out, doing retreats. It's amazing. It's not everybody that can commit to that. And I think it's boiled down to everything we've talked today. Giving yourself out for people, following your vision, no matter how difficult it could be with your kid, your husband now looking after the kids, you are here empowering others. That is what life should be. And I want to say thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I believe your generation are saying thank you.
Amen.
For blessing them, for empowering them, for making their life meaningful. Thank you to, sometimes I say, like, you used to say thank you to yourself.
Yes, thank you.
So sometimes we don't appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
We don't, I'm not doing enough, you are. So, you want to pat yourself and say, you know what? I'm doing very well. Thank you to me. So thank you to you. Thank you to your destiny that you say yes to yourself.
Thank you.
Say, I will go all out and make a difference. And once again, thank you for having me. I feel honored to be able to share my story, and as you rightly say, hopefully somebody has been inspired.
Yes,
and to reach us, Favor Onobanjo, type it on Google, you find me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And what do we have to say? God bless you.
And you too. And everyone out there, God bless you.
Amen. And we'll see you in our next episode of Spotlight. It's bye for now. Bye.
Ciao.
Are you single or married? Do you have a life-transforming experience that can educate or inspire others? Be a guest on our talk show, Spotlight, to share your amazing life story. To be on the show or to sponsor, contact +44 7506 009931. Email peaceamewowo2018@gmail.com. Tune into Spotlight on our YouTube channel, Peace Amewowo, and on Facebook at Single and Married with a Life. Spotlight, inspiring you to do better.